WWE Bad Blood 2024, the match card predicted. I've got 5 matches in total, and I'm so pleased on a personal note to see Bad Blood has been brought back. One of my favourite shows growing up was In Your House Bad Blood in 1997, main evented with the first ever Hell in a Cell match, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the debut of Kane. It's gotta be Kane, costing The Undertaker in that cell match, and I believe Triple H has brought this show back that first debuted 27 years ago. I think it's been brought back for a Hell in a Cell match here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I think the perfect match for it, you've guessed it, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, a feud that's been personal for about a year now since CM Punk returned at last year's Survivor Series. Of course, Drew injured Punk in the Rumble, they've continued back and forth on the microphone in the meantime. Drew, of course, wished this upon Punk. Of course, Punk has cost Drew multiple championships, with the first match between these two at SummerSlam, which Drew picked up the dub. Of course, CM Punk got revenge in a strap match at Bash in Berlin just this couple of weeks ago, and of course now Bad Blood being the next show, it just sets things up beautifully. CM Punk, Drew, Hell in a Cell, one final battle, and of course it's already got personal. The bracelet has been broken on Monday Night Raw, and of course I would personally like to see what Drew McIntyre's beef is. Why does he not like CM Punk, and why does it go back 10 years? Is it the fact that just CM Punk walked out of the company? The fact that perhaps maybe Punk was a hero, meant to be a locker room leader to Drew, and he felt lost without him? Maybe it's something along that line. Would make a lot of sense. Just to have clarity of the old Drew McIntyre rather than just the hatred we're seeing with current Drew McIntyre. But of course, to go into an early prediction, I think CM Punk is winning this. He's already made a shout of Gunther on Monday Night Raw, so I think that could be a next destination for CM Punk until Seth Rollins returns for their road to WrestleMania. Drew will probably need to go back to the drawing board in the meantime. However, I expect he'll be certainly a favourite to go for the championship in WrestleMania season once again. So yeah, I think this one has been a brilliant feud for both guys. It's been one of my favourite feuds of the entire year, and I think CM Punk will pick up the victory. Another feud that's definitely got bad blood is Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, with Dirty Dominic Mysterio now fully aligned with Liv Morgan. We could just simply rerun this match one more time at this point, because Rhea at that time, when they had their first match at SummerSlam, thought Dominic was in her corner. Well, now she knows the stakes, she knows how things are. I think that's why this is perfect to just rerun one more time as a singles match here. There could be a call that perhaps Hell in a Cell or some stipulation match could be needed in the future. For me, I would just do this match as a regular singles match at this stage. Yes, boring, I know, but certainly it's the second match between these two. You can do the big blow off on the final match. And if I had to say early doors, I think Dominic should still be a factor. I believe the new Judgment Day needs protecting here. I think perhaps maybe for the third match, that's where you can, I don't know, you put Dom in the shark cage, or you do something that takes everybody out of the mix. But with the new Judgment Day, with Damian Priest, of course, being the Terror Twin to Rhea Ripley, you know that this one it's got a long-term destination still to go. It's not just about Rhea versus Liv. I think War Games is going to be potentially a factor. Jey Uso already seems like he is aligning himself a bit with Damien and Rhea. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sami Zayn round things off there against the new Judgment Day at Survivor Series in November. But for now, I would have Liv Morgan retain here, and I would do another match at Crown Jewel, and that could potentially be the place that Rhea Ripley could win that championship. I mentioned Sami Zayn. He called his shot on Monday Night Raw. Yes, I think he'll be taking on the Ring General Gunther, and this match makes perfect sense because, well, Sami is the guy that ended Gunther's reign as Intercontinental Champion, the longest run as Intercontinental Champion in WWE history. Sami was the guy to put Gunther away, and no one had beaten Gunther on the main roster before then. So, well, Gunther has had the perfect first opponent against Randy Orton, of course, at Bash in Berlin after the controversy at King and Queen of the Ring, to now go against the guy that, well, stopped his last title run in WWE next, then gives Gunther his win back and pushes him then as the top champion moving forward. And like I say, Sami already has another storyline direction he can go in, because him and Jey, they are eventually going to go for those tag team championships against the Judgment Day, it seems. So for now, I think Sami Zayn can just have a great match for the World Heavyweight Championship, sort of flirt with the idea of him being a main event player as well. But yes, Gunther would be retaining here. Speaking of Jey Uso, he will be in action against Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. I think Jey Uso is going to win the Fatal 4-Way, which gives him the opportunity to have the match against Braun. Of course, then we get the Intercontinental Championship on the Bad Blood show. And the fact they've already mentioned families here. Braun has mentioned no one from your family's ever beaten someone from my family. That's not going to change here. This just feels like it's getting personal quite quickly, and I think that this is a perfect one-and-done match here, because Braun Breaker, for me, one of my favourites to watch right now. He's explosive, he's very good on the mic, great in ring, a future world champion written all over him. I think he would be retaining here against Jey Uso. Last but not least, this show is in Atlanta, and Cody Rhodes is your undisputed WWE champion. Yes, I do think Solo Sikoa is going to get one more crack, because, well, it's kind of obvious. Solo has called his shot. He called it before Bash in Berlin, so I would be silly to suggest anybody else. But I think this time will be different. We have Bloodline rules at SummerSlam, where arguably anyone could get involved. I think Solo will suggest that, well, we're not going to do Bloodline rules, because this match I would have won had no one got involved. Roman now is out of the picture, he's out of the way, and, well, I've got Jacob Fatu in my corner, being the enforcer who would stop Roman Reigns getting involved, and of course we know deep down would be helping Solo to stack the odds against Cody Rhodes. This for me would be the perfect opportunity to bring Roman back. He can have something happening with Jacob Fatu on the floor, and that way you could see a situation where Cody picks up the victory against Solo Sikoa. Again, I'm teasing War Games, I'm building things up, because at that point onwards there, Roman and Cody will have to start to align a mutual respect against a common enemy in the new Bloodline. Of course, that can then lead to, well, why is Cody trusting Roman Reigns all of a sudden after everything they've been through, and with the, arguably year and a half story that they had? And of course, then from that point onwards, Cody has not had Kevin Owens turn on him, so then that adds question marks into that relationship, and can, well, they go into War Games together with Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, put Randy Orton in the mix, someone else who was affected by Roman Reigns. It adds a unique, dynamic piece of storytelling that we can see between now and Survivor Series. So that's me predicting what I think will be the match card for WWE Bad Blood 2024. Let me know what you think of this match card in the comments below. If I'm going to put a quick bonus match in there, I do think Nia Jax versus Bayley is something we can look out for. However, the fact that these SmackDowns are linked to the night before as well in the same venue, I'm going to predict that that match will be there, and I do think Nia will retain. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button, share with a friend, and subscribe as well. Check out these videos on the side of the screen if you want to see more on the channel. Thank you for watching. Look after yourselves and each other. I'll see you for the next video here on YouTube.